Hey, Star Wars fans and Rule the Galaxy friends. It is a guy from a long time ago and many, many places far, far away. But I'm back. I'm looking at my two good friends, Alfie and Brent. And right now it says my name's D-Doc on the screen, but it's not. And just having a good time jamming out to some techno pop music here. It's no K-pop Demon Hunters, whatever you guys talk about.
Nice job.
That's a big one.
Thank you. But it is Joe, back from the dead, back from the netherworld. Rule the Galaxy crew is almost all back together. We should be here in a little bit when D-Doc shows up, but we are live on YouTube. It is Brent, chapter 344 of the Rule the Galaxy podcast. We are counting down 6 episodes until chapter 350. Email us, rulethegalaxysw@gmail.com. Follow us pretty much everywhere on social media or on your podcast platform of choice. Rule the Galaxy, Rule the Galaxy SW. Like and subscribe to YouTube. And here it is. We're back together. Miss talking to you guys. How's everything going? Let's start off with Alfie because, well, we're just going to start off with Alfie. How you doing, brother?
Keep it in the family.
Doing good, man. Excited to hear these vacation stories. Busy as always. Lots of sports, lots of school, lots of work, driving around, taking kids back and forth to this and that.
How long until you actually move in?
We're hoping, I don't know, probably November.
Okay.
Great time to move.
So this holiday season, right? Nice and
Yeah.
not cold.
Yeah, we just got our first inspection done, so a few things to clear up with that, and then we should be good to go even further.
Okay. I mean, it looks great. I just didn't know when the move-in was.
Yeah. Yep. Outside's pretty much done. We're going into the inside now. So, and thanks for saying that. I appreciate it.
It does look very cool. Can't wait for the Star Wars Museum to be established there.
Right.
Me either. I've got some plans. It's going to be a while, but I've got some ideas. I'd like to see if I could rope D-Doc into like a content weekend.
I think that would be great. We get him out here for, I don't know, what's coming up. I don't even know what the next thing coming up is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well, if we can't get him here for the Mando and Grogu movie in May. If we can't get him here for that, maybe we can get him for the Great Ohio Toy Show. I think that's in March.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe do a few days worth of work at your place and go do the toy show hunt or something like that.
I think that's a great idea.
The question I'm going to ask right now, Alfie, is when we do this content weekend, how many items are you going to be like, oh shit, I didn't know I had that?
A lot.
I forgot I had that.
Yeah, I was looking at some TikToks today, and yeah, there were some things that I forgot that I had. Quite a few things.
Well, Alfie, I might be rearranging the studio here, putting some other content in behind me and everything. So if I decide to do any Star Wars sales behind me, I'll let you know to add to the museum.
Yeah, call me first.
Okay.
I actually had a friend send me a video the other night. His son has slowly graduated from Star Wars to 90% wrestling now.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
that's a good changeover. I've seen kids do that.
I was teasing his son about, you just go ahead and, that stuff's junk. You don't want it anymore. Just, I'll take it off your hands. I'll give you a little money for some more wrestling figures.
I think that's a good plan. Bartering is good. And also taking advantage of kids when it comes to purchases is also good.
Wow, Joe.
See, I had to save, not just taking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just fleece the youth, huh?
What's wrong with that? Isn't that kind of the history of the world? I mean, we get child labor laws now. That stinks. That ruins everything.
Wow. Joe the villain.
Yeah, what are you gonna
Joe
go
the villain.
Dumb and Dumber and sell a blind kid a dead parakeet?
Petey.
Forgot about that. Well
Oh,
done.
come on. Petey's great. Brent, you are knee deep into some painting there. What do we got going on there, brother?
Yeah, so I finished up a Balin Skull, and Legion just put out. It's new to the game. You can create your own uh, Empire hero or Empire commander and Empire operative. So with the create your own. Um, they have like 12 different heads. They have like a Darth Malgus respirator head that I didn't use, so I still have that if I wanted to use it for something else. But I looked at it, I saw the female bun, and I said, "Ooh, that's Deidre." So there's my version of Deidre. And this kit allows you to make two copies of things. And they had a chest protector and a chest plate, and I said, "Ooh, that could be Cyril from when he was on Morlena, I believe it is, the security force."
Mm-hmm.
So I now have Deidre and Cyril, and they're gonna run around, and I'm gonna build an Andor force because with the Empire, um, I was gonna put like shore troopers, death troopers, because I went through and watched, and only things that showed up in Andor will be there. So that was where I was at, and then while Alfie was talking, I have created an. They had a Jedi, and I'm in the process of painting a Mandalorian Jedi.
Nice.
So I got a
Very
Mandalorian
nice.
head on the Jedi, and then this one is more of your typical, just regular dude head. So I kind of batch paint. So I did the robe on the one, so I'm doing the robe on this one.
Looks good.
So as we talk about the wars, this is what I'm hobbying.
That is fantastic. I'm actually reaching out to some of our usual cohorts here to see if any of them have any questions for us, have any comments, want to chime in. So as I'm typing away here, DDoc, he did send us a message. He was finishing up on some things. What do you say? He'd be like 20 minutes late? Well, it's 20 minutes after, so he could be here at any time. Somebody send
But
DDoc a text. Tell him, hey, we're up and live. Um, Hey, before we get into any of my craziness and the things that have been keeping me away and all that, what guys, what do you think? I haven't even checked out anything to do with the new Visions trailer. Have you guys watched that? Is it any good? I know it's kind of taking things from season one and expanding on that into season three. What are your thoughts? Have you checked it out?
Alfie, do you have? I'll let you start.
I thought it looked like the other two seasons myself. That's neither like good or bad. Just I don't know. It's not really my thing. I watched the previous two seasons, and I can maybe remember two or three episodes. So I'll watch it. I'm sure it's going to be enjoyable for an afternoon.
And isn't one of them getting its own series?
That is the story that I have heard, but I'm not sure. I think they announced it at just, Celebration Japan, I believe, is the story. But and that is the Ninth Jedi, which I believe was the story
Mm-hmm.
of the chick that found a lightsaber.
Hmm.
She went into like the Jedi Council and thought it was all Jedi, and then they turned out to be Sith, and they started coming after her.
Yes.
So that one I think is coming with its own eventual series. But I believe in Vision season three, there's going to be a follow up short. The Jedi Ronin one with the
Yes.
chick with the umbrella lightsaber, that's getting a second copy,
Isn't that with the R2 unit that has like the
The hat.
bamboo hat?
Yeah.
and it's
Hmm.
also all black and white.
Mm-hmm.
So that one is going to be on there. And then they had a couple other ones that just, I mean, I'm a sucker for a trailer, and they did a good job with the trailer. So
Yeah.
um, it's interesting. But yeah, anime is not in my wheelhouse as far as like traditional anime. I
Mm-hmm.
enjoy the Americanized animated series stuff, but not your traditional like Japanese anime. I haven't really got into that world. So
Okay.
that's what I
Well,
know. Like I said, I'll probably just like Alfie. I mean, we if it has Star Wars on it, we all watch it.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's kind of very like Saturday Night Live. Yeah, it's Star
SNL,
Wars. So, yeah,
because it's
because
little bits and skits.
yeah, and there's usually generally two or three bits that you remember as actually being funny. The rest is just kind of like, but it's on, so we'll watch it, and maybe there's a good musical guest, and just a little bit to keep your interest.
Like Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
Jesus, you like to pull controversies, don't you, Joe?
like the Tatooine Rhapsody.
I like
Yes,
that one, by the way,
I
guys.
did too.
That's pretty much the only one I remember from season two.
It was also one of the ones that was most made fun of by a lot of the people, but I thought it was a pretty decent one.
Hey, if it gets more work for our friend Mark Thompson, I'm all for it. And by the way,
Hmm.
you guys did a great show with Mark Thompson and Ryan McGee. That was some A+ quality content right there. Two guys who really know their Star Wars and who are really good um, communicators. I thought it was really good show.
I was just happy to learn about the platypus. But
Okay.
like he came on our show, right? So like he basically took a red eye
Yeah.
to get home, and like that day that he got home, he came on with us, which
Uh,
is impressive.
Well, I mean, if we ask, is he going to say no? I mean, who was going to say no to rule the galaxy?
oh, come on. That's fantastic. But those guys are really good. And I did talk to Vanessa Marshall. We were supposed to have her on here probably right around this week, but she had some conflicts, so we will have her coming up soon. Which we always love having Vanessa on here, and she's great. So
Yeah.
look forward to having her on here. And I am going to be efforting my darndest to make sure for 350 we got somebody big. I don't care. We're working on it. I'm looking, trying to find somebody cool to bring in and be like, wow, cannot believe we have them
Hey,
on Rule the Galaxy.
I've heard of this guy that's a really great guest. He was in Return of the Jedi as a Gamorrean guard for a few seconds.
Problem is, I don't have a guitar laying around or any cocaine.
You guys you're killing me, Alfie. That was well done. That was well done. I love it, Alfie.
Yeah, that was strictly for you, Brent.
Oh man,
That made my day.
good,
I'm smiling from
fantastic.
ear to ear on that one.
Speaking of which, Mark Anthony Austin, who was on
Yeah.
previously, who was another just, I mean, that was another one of those shows where you're like, dang, we learned a lot on that show. He
Yeah.
was great. Looks like he posted he got one of the small gigs he was working on.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't heard if Lucasfilm made the call yet, but
Oh yeah.
another gig got him some work. So hey, if you're out there and you're looking for somebody who can do a daggone good job, Mark Anthony Austin, killer worker, great guy, and we wish him the best, and we hope he pulls that Lucasfilm gig because that would be cool.
And if
Um,
you're not already, follow him on TikTok. He is a
ah,
great follow. His like process of art
mhm.
videos that he makes are outstanding.
I don't know about you guys. If I could afford it, I'd be reaching out to him right now and saying what can I do for some of that artwork you've done? Because
Hmm.
it's that Vader, the one that he drew that was in Empire
Yeah.
Strikes Back, it was all black and white.
Yes,
With him looking up.
Gosh, that one, mm,
it looks
have you?
like a photograph.
It does.
It looks so real.
And considering that's right around the time when he said, "Let's rule the galaxy as father and son," I kind of want that. So, Mark, if you listen, let us know if you'd be willing to part with any of those. I know you were trying to put a show together, and you did promise if you did get a show together, you'd let us come and podcast live from there. So we've got to really work on that. That would
Yeah.
be awesome. Speaking of that, guys, 2026, no Star Wars Celebration, but again, 2027, Anaheim.
You
we
keep
have
pushing
to,
this.
we have to plan.
Ever since I've met you, I feel like you've been pushing Star Wars Celebrations.
Well, we should go as a group together, do a live podcast from there. Maybe our friend Mark Newbold from Fantha Tracks will still be helping with the podcast stage. Maybe he can, we slip him a 20. Maybe we slide up on the stage for a little bit. Don't know, but that would be fantastic. And, we can make a little vacation out of it. So
I've said from the beginning, I'm in.
I've said from the beginning, I don't know if I have the cash flow.
Hey, you
that's required.
We figure out a way to get you on a
We'll
flight.
make it happen.
We can all split rooms. We've done it before.
I mean, I shared a bed with D-Doc. Yeah, I understand that. Like, we cuddled. It's not the room. It's the flight. It's the time. It's the the food.
I'll work on that. I'm building up my Southwest and my Delta points with all the stuff I'm doing. So if I can get all that done, maybe I'll have the points and we'll just be able to cover you guys. Because I'm a traveling man. I'm just all over the place. My boss wants me to go to a convention for work next February in Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. Speaking of which, I'm out for next week, letting you know in advance. I will be in Vegas for a work convention.
Mm-hmm.
So
sure,
I am.
Work. Alfie, do you believe it?
Hey, guess what? It's at the Rio. And guess what?
Yeah, so it's work. Never mind. Never mind. It's the Rio.
Yeah. Guess what's at the Rio right now?
People?
Thunder from Down Under? What?
Well,
slot machines?
Thunder from Down Under left, but they have Kiss World, which is a huge arcade area with Kiss memorabilia and like a museum built into it. So I'm going to take tons of photos for Scott Rifen to check that out. So I will be doing that, and that should be fun. And then also, they have a burlesque show there called The Empire Strips Back. That's right. Go look it up. It's there.
Yep.
I had no idea. My wife was looking at, hey, because I'm taking her with me. I was like, let's go find some stuff to do. And she goes, oh, gosh. I said, what? She goes, look what's at the place we're staying. I said, what? She showed me. I was like, well, one, I'm not going to go to it. But two, I am going to take pictures of all the posters and everything and send them to you. So be prepared.
Why not? It's good family fun.
It just makes you think of Clark Griswold in European Vacation.
Yeah.
European or Vegas?
Well, no, in European Vacation, he takes his wife to a French burlesque show.
Oh, I forgot.
Yes. Hey, they pay taxes just the same as you.
Wow. Okay. Okay, guys, we talked about Visions real quick. Has anybody watched the Lego show on Disney Plus, the new Lego series?
I have not.
No, have not.
Me either. And I enjoyed the first season, the Rebuild the Galaxy. I need to check that out with all the travel and all the stuff going on, and with all the football going on, because when football's on, I kind of watch a lot of football. And then the baseball playoffs, which might be where D-Doc is right now anyway.
Watching the Phils.
Yeah, talk about a week for D-Doc. 2 Phillies losses and an Eagles loss. That's a rough week in Philly. But no, I haven't got a chance to watch the Rebuild the Galaxy season 2 or whatever. Need to check that out because the first one was very enjoyable. You know what? I have my grandkids spending the weekend with me this weekend. I might throw it on and see if they want to watch it.
We still pretty much only watch one thing in this house, and that's K-pop Demon Hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
Okay. I
It
guess I
happened.
need to check this out. I have not looked at it at all.
I mean, it. Joe, you're not missing anything as far as movie quality.
Okay.
What you're missing is the songs. The
Mm-hmm.
songs are really well done. They're really catchy. And so my daughter's huge into it. So I was watching. Jimmy Fallon had them on
Mm-hmm.
and gave them their album went platinum. So he was the one that gave them the platinum album.
Wow.
But he went down a laundry list. They have been on number one, they've been in the top 200 longer than any other girl band in history, beating out Destiny's Child with Beyonce. Like they were in this world of music or whatever, and the Taylor Swifts, they were number one for 8 weeks straight. Um, like they are the music is cool, right? So
It's really good.
Okay. I'm gonna
that's
check it
what
out.
that's what you're missing. You're not necessarily missing something with the actual movie.
Can't say
Yeah,
I'm really missing it, Bob.
the movie's still pretty good. It's enjoyable. It could be a lot worse.
True.
Okay. Speaking of Taylor Swift, have any of you checked out her new album? I have not.
No.
My daughter played it for me.
Anything worthwhile? Anything that'll flick my bick?
Well, yeah. There is a song called It's called Wood, and it is referencing what you would maybe what Joe would think about flicking your bick, and referencing the wood. And
So
There mu-
like Stone Temple Pilots?
I don't know. I don't know that. So, do they have one that's pretty raunchy?
Well, the name Stone Temple Pilots.
I never
Hmm.
put two and two together with that.
You never did you?
No.
Yeah.
Britt and I, sweet summer children.
So, I think one of the lyrics is "You stand tall like a redwood. I don't have to knock on wood. I can ride it all night," or something like. Basically, in that, the words on that are pretty raunchy,
So
and
she's
Taylor Swift.
and there are people that are basically saying that she's talking about Travis.
hey, T Kelsey. Did you see? I know I sent it to you guys or posted about it. So Joey was on the Good Morning America show of Australia, Sunrise
Okay,
Australia,
yeah,
and it's because they really somebody in their production, somebody in their staff, somebody that started watching all his Seinfeld and Office
oh yeah.
skits, and then they asked him to start doing some impressions, and he did. Uh, Mahomes. And he was like, "Do you know who Patrick Mahomes is? You know, Travis Kelsey, Taylor Swift, the Chiefs, you know." They're like, "Oh, yeah, oh, yeah." And so he did it. And then the guy goes, "Now do Travis Kelsey." And Joey's like, "I don't do Travis Kelsey." He goes, "I don't have a Travis Kelsey." The girl goes, "He never does his research." On the show. I was like, "That's great. That's fantastic."
That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. So fun stuff. A lot of craziness going on in the Molinaro household. So yeah, all my friends in Australia loved it. They were all sending me videos watching him on TV in Australia. So it was pretty cool. Let's see here. Okay, I went to Target real briefly. Ooh, I love the colors on the helmet.
Is that blue enough, Alfie, or does it need, or is that navy enough?
It looks pretty good.
It,
I like it.
it
I'm
almost
sorry.
looks
I'm
purple
sorry.
to
All the
me.
roll tie. I know. That's. I mean, that's probably the colors. It's got like a purplish color to it. Trying to make it navy.
Adam, that's a great question. I think a Travis Kelsey impersonation would just be a guy being a goofball, I guess. And Adam likes your painting there, Brent.
Well, of course, it's War Eagle. That's why.
No, not War Eagle. He's not War Eagle.
Yeah, he is.
He's a
Oh, he's LSU. Sorry, he's
LSU.
LSU.
Speaking of which,
Sorry, I thought he was War Eagle. Those are fighting words that I just threw out there.
Adam, if you're still on here with us, Joey and Ben in their These Guys podcast got asked a question of What is the best midfield logo in any football team?
Oh, the
Joey's like,
eye.
the eye. He's like, it's easy. It's the eye. He was like, whoever did that years ago just knocked it out of the park. I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah, the eye salad.
It is. It is. Good color scheme. Here we go. Yeah, very much not War Eagle. Thank you, Adam. Okay, so we talked about that. Oh, okay. So Lego. I went to Target. Everything that had been marked on sale, empty. Like everything else on the shelf was full stacked, right? Fully stocked. Anything that had a discount tag on in the Lego section of Target, empty
Gone.
right there. Yeah.
Those
And we're
people,
talking
they
20
watch
bucks
it like
off, gone.
hawks.
Yeah, those are the resellers that do that. Like, there's a huge resell.
Yeah, it'll all be on Facebook Marketplace. I see it all the time.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I think you guys were talking about it, whether it's Prime or Target, I think both of them right about now are doing some crazy Lego sales, right?
Yes. D-Doc said Target was, and you said you were just there.
Yeah. Well, I only went because D-Doc said it. So, but I will say I did see some 3 3/4 toys on the pegs. There were some that were going for $24.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too expensive.
So I think I was listening to some other podcast. I think it was Rebel Force Radio. Hasbro's announced that the vintage collection 3 3/4 is going up to 19. I think.
Yeah, they were 19 and 24. Yeah.
Yeah, 19, and then the full price is 24.
That's as expensive as Black Series.
Yeah. You
I
know
don't
what
even
it is.
see those anymore anywhere. Hardly see anything on the shelf.
I did almost buy one today, Black Series. It's the R2 Christmas holiday one. That was at Target. But
Did
I
they
held
have
off.
a couple of them?
They had 3 of them.
I might have to go get that one.
Yeah. And they had the Stormtrooper Christmas one too. Yeah.
You're telling me this afterwards?
I was in a rush. I'm sorry.
Bro. So out of the game.
Yes. Don't
Go
hate
over
the player.
to Italy and
Hate
get
the game.
cultured. You come back and you forget about us little guys.
Okay. I'll get you on the next round. I saw an article today real quick, more Star Wars stuff. Alfie, was it the Lost 12 or the Lost 20 in Attack of the Clones? I can't remember. When Jocasta Nu was talking about
yeah, the Lost 12.
Lost 12.
Yeah.
I saw an article today on one of those nerd sites, and they said that was a perfect opportunity to do a spin-off. Whether an animated or a live action, to just do stories on those lost characters.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's the first time I really even thought about it. But yeah, that would be a really good series.
Bunch of one-shots, that would be good.
Yeah. I don't even know who all of them are except Dooku.
And was he 12 or 13? I can't remember.
I don't know.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, see, these ideas aren't that difficult. It's just like we were talking a few weeks ago or about Starfighter. It's not difficult at all. They just make it so hard. So I think, I don't want to get lost in this, but I sent the messages to the group chat about this Halo series because it finally hit Netflix, and you're watching it and you just see the same mentality. And I can't stop watching it because it's so bad, and you're just watching it going, where the fuck did you guys go with this? Like, how did you come up with this crap?
I don't know, Alfie. There's a lot of business we don't understand or know, so
no.
Okay.
It's frustrating because you see them fumble just such easy things that should be really great, and they turn out so bad.
Well, fortunately, we are just consumers. We are not producers, so we'll just have to live with what they provide us, and then we can complain about it. Yeah. So the other article I was reading was Ahsoka season 2 has wrapped
Mm-hmm.
on all filming.
Yep.
That's
Are you going to get
fantastic.
hung up on a certain word?
What?
Are you going to get hung up on a certain word?
I don't. You know better than me. What word am I hung up on?
Romance?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's romance in this show. Uh,
No, I don't think so. I think you're.
I don't think there
I don't
needs to
mean you.
be.
I don't. I don't necessarily mean you. I think
Correct.
you're taking something very out of context because I would think you can describe a lot of things as being romantic, as in it's like a romantic telling of a story.
Mm-hmm.
Like Star Wars was like this romantic vision of King Arthur in westerns and Buck Rogers all at the same time.
Curacao. Yeah,
It doesn't necessarily meant there was romance in it.
I gotcha.
But there was.
There was, but I
I
think you
understand
get
what
the
you mean,
point.
Joe. Yeah, I actually
Yes.
do. I'm just being the jackass.
Uh oh.
What's up?
Oh,
Oh, I froze
Oh,
up there.
oh.
he froze up again.
Yep.
It's okay. He'll be back.
Looks like it's me and you, Joe. Me and you.
Am I gone?
We hear
No,
you.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
All right.
I
But
love that
yes,
Brent never has to even watch the screen. He just
no,
does the easy part. He
that's
just
I
listens
get.
in.
Yeah, I get confused because he doesn't move very much. I'm like, well, did it freeze up? I don't know. But yes, I've already had other people like come up to me and say, "Hey, what do you think about who's falling in love this season?"
I don't think we
I
need
don't
it.
necessarily think that there's going to be a romantic relationship, but you never know. I mean, maybe Ezra and Sabine will finally, you know,
I mean, they flirted
come out of the friend
hardcore.
zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well, he flirted with her hard.
Yeah,
yeah, they're kind of a family too, though. So I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't hate it. They're adults.
that's right. They're two consenting adults in a galaxy far, far away, and even another galaxy further away.
I think an interesting look at it would be as if Anakin is the father,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this wild idea that Padme is somehow Abeloth or the mother,
Mm-hmm.
I could see that.
And then Ahsoka becoming the daughter.
Maybe. Yeah.
So then who becomes the son in that situation?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Because Anakin was kind of the son in the Mortis arc, but I don't know. It's reading into it too much. I think it was just a word that Bryce Dallas Howard used, and she's directing 2 episodes this season too. That's kind of interesting.
So it wasn't just Bryce Dallas Howard then, because I heard Rosario Dawson in an exit interview say the same thing. Like I heard the soundbite from it. So Rosario Dawson said that there is romance as well. So a couple people saying it.
I mean, we'll see. Let's face
Maybe
it, as Star Wars
Oh,
fans, shipping is the way of the Star Wars universe.
that's the way of every fandom, though. You always ship characters.
And Adam, we're not going to say that Ezra will be the son. I think that would be a bad storyline.
Ezra's not on Mortis, or no, I'm sorry, not Mortis, but uh,
Wherever
shoot,
they
I
went
can't. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the planet they went to.
with the turtle people, which I heard there's going
Yeah,
to be more of the turtle people
I
back
hope
in
so.
this.
They were great.
And I heard there's going to be loft kittens, not just loft cats.
Oh, little
Yes.
baby loft.
And
Mm-hmm.
one of the rumors was is they're so little and fragile that their legs aren't strong enough to carry them, so they roll around like so it can become easy
Yeah.
toy action figure thing. They just make like what are those little toys that are in Target right now that are like little, they look like little hamsters, and they make all the Star Wars characters in them now. Do you know what I'm
Don't know what
talking
you're
about?
talking
Oh, the
about. No.
Zoom Zooms?
Something like that. Yeah.
Disney Zoom Zooms is what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
So they can make these loft kittens in those in that
Yeah.
way.
I saw Filoni say that.
Yeah. Filoni's like, it's all about, he's like, George used to say, don't worry about how much the movie makes, worry about how many toys it sells. And now we're in a world where that is not even given a thought. So maybe Filoni's going to bring back the toy world to Star Wars. Wouldn't it be great if Star Wars toys didn't mean so much monetarily, but they actually meant something like people played with them and they became like you watch it and you play with them, or they all that kind of stuff, kind of like we used to do.
We do that all the time.
Well, yes, you do,
You got a house full of grandkids?
and they destroy everything. But I love
That's
them
what they're
for it.
supposed to do.
Yes, they come in. They do come into my office and they go, no. When do I get to play with those? And I'm like, when you're much older. I was like, they'll end up being yours anyway, but we're not going to
Mm-hmm.
play with them right now. So, yeah. So let's catch up on some of my my Star Wars stuff and my trip to Italy, because one of the things that I picked up in Italy was the Heir to the Empire uh, Italian version.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
nice.
the Legends version in Italian, and because I've read it so many times, I've actually started trying to read this in Italian, knowing what they're talking about and just trying to put the words together in it
Mm-hmm.
based off what I know is going on in the story. It
How's that working out for
I
you?
was gonna
it's
say. I was
it's
just asking.
helpful. It's helpful. Like I have to piecemeal some things together, right?
Is it Billy Madison? I now understand 3 words in that book.
Hey, I know a lot more words than that, but one, man, it has a really good book smell. I will say this: they have some really good library, or not libraries, bookstores in Rome and Florence. Man,
It's,
they were
isn't
just,
that how Clarice tracked down Hannibal Lecter in the second movie?
oh my gosh, was it?
The scent on the paper that the letter he wrote her, she traced it down to a certain store in Italy.
That's cool. All I know is this. I mean, I could sit here and smell this book all the time. It smells really good.
Joe, do you cut the skin off of people and wear it?
No, I do not.
He didn't do that.
Oh no, that was it. Was the
Buffalo
one
Bill.
that he was trying to help catch?
Right.
Yes. Um, so with D-Doc not here, I didn't share any pictures, but pretty much all the major novels related to Star Wars, they had them for sale there at their bookstores, and it was like very tempting to just buy the collection. But I can't wait to meet up with Timothy Zahn again and have him sign this one, the Italian version one.
Yeah.
That's going to be really cool. I will say this, not really could not find, and I looked, besides Disney stores, there weren't really any toy stores, or there was 1 or 2 stores that had comics in them, but mostly it was manga, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of the typical Marvel, Dark Horse, DC, that kind of stuff. So it was a little interesting and frustrating, but finding all the books at the different bookstores was really cool. And then do you guys see, besides people who drive Jeeps, do you see other people collecting these little ducks?
Yes.
That Italy is obsessed with the ducks. So like in every major city, there was a duck store. And in each one of those duck stores, not only have stuff that all the major genres and all that kind of stuff, but they would have stuff about around that city or around Italy, but each one of them had Star Wars ducks, like Darth Vader
Nice.
duck, Chewbacca duck.
Mm-hmm.
Did you buy
Uh,
them?
no, I didn't buy them.
Why not?
I had too much other stuff to bring back. And I figured if they're selling those ducks there, they're ducking selling them at home. So
Well, you could buy that copy of Heir to the Empire at home. You don't have to go to Italy for that.
I wanted the Italian version.
You don't think you can? You
Order
have to
it?
go to Italy to buy the Italian version
I
of that.
wanted to buy it right from the bookstore, Alfie. Come on. It was
That's the point.
fantastic. Thank you. Lasso's digging. Speaking of which, I'm wearing my Ted Lasso shirt, Ted Lasso jacket, and the dog sitting on my lap is Lasso. So fun.
You got a new one?
No, Lasso's our pup. He just turned 3.
Hmm.
Mario turns 13 tomorrow. He does not know that at all. He doesn't really know much of what's going on anymore. But God love him, he still figures everything out. Blind and pretty much almost deaf. Turning 13, but he's still out there. He's a trooper. So let's see. Let's talk about Italy. Started off in Rome. Went to Milan. Went to Turin. Went to Bologna. Went to Florence. It was really cool. Bought a lot of chocolate in Turin.
Really cool as in temperature, or really
no,
cool as in needy
it was
Kingo?
ungodly hot. There it was way hot. It was like Mediterranean hot. But when we were in Turin, we just went there for a day. So, Brent, take train in, take train out. Got there, spent the day, went to the Amole Antonelliana, which is the Italian Cinema Museum. Sent you guys some pictures. Found a Star Wars poster there. Found some Star Wars props there. That was very cool in the Italian Cinema Museum. But when we were finishing up our day in Turin, we were walking back to the train station. And as we get to the train station, a huge Hamas, Gaza, Palestine, whatever rally was going on in front of the train station, right? So I was like, Lori, I'm not sure what they feel on Americans. So let's keep our heads down and low. Let's walk around as much as we can. So we walked around. We get to the train station. Guess what? The entire train station is locked up. They're not letting anybody in or out because inside is all the military and all the police waiting in case anything goes really bad. They were going to come out and bum rush whatever was going on with this rally. So I finally tracked down a police officer and I was like, I have a train to catch in 20 minutes in there. I was like, I need to get in. So he's like, come with me. He walks around back towards the back side of the train station, gets me in so we can catch our train. But that was just an interesting adventure to think that, and you can always catch trains later. It's just kind of how it works there. But I'm sitting there going, this rally, festival, whatever is going on there is keeping us from getting into the train station. So it was really, really wild. But yeah, it was an interesting part of the trip. Everything else went really swimmingly well in Italy. In Milan and in Rome, Lori and I became very good at using the metro subway station.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we were cruising all over the place on that. And I don't even really use the subway or metro when I'm in major cities in the US. But I was like, screw it. It's too much walking. It's too hot. So let's get used to it. Let's try it out. And you know what? It was pretty cool. Tap and pay everywhere we went. Just drop your phone on the thing. Bing, bing. Apple Pay lets you right through. Get on the subway.
Al Pacino says you got to learn how to use the subway.
Yeah, so, Joe, did you normally just like Uber, or how do you, or walk?
Well, Lori is a person who doesn't really like I'm trying to pull the adventuresome part of her out of her because she usually is like, I'm not comfortable with that, so I don't want to do it. So we would, and also we were like, sometimes the adventure is just walking, in places, and you're turning corners and going, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was here, or that was a really cool store, or let's stop there and have a drink, right? And so that worked for us for a lot of it. But when we started seeing like, man, we can get from one side of Rome to the other in 15 minutes, or we can get from one side of Milan to somewhere else in 10 minutes, it just became something that we started doing. And especially because you didn't have to buy tickets and you just did the tap and pay, made it that much easier. So yeah, now I'm like, we took, we landed in Rome, we got on a train, hopped on that train, took it right in the middle of Rome, got into Rome, boom, hopped right into the subway, the metro, boom, right out to our Airbnb. So I mean, it definitely makes a difference, and I would highly recommend it to anybody. It was very, very, very cool and very easy. Doesn't go everywhere you need it to go, but it goes a lot of places, and it gets you closer to where you need to go. So that was a cool learning experience for us. Um, but I think really the only hiccup in the whole thing was, and this is where the craziness came in that I told you guys we would talk about. It was Friday night, September 19th. We were flying out like at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, the 20th. At about 1 o'clock in the morning, I got hit with kidney stones. They just came out of nowhere. And I knew it because I'd had them before.
Right.
And as soon as I got them, I was like, oh my gosh, this is really bad. And it was so bad that for the next 4 or 5 hours, I was just praying for a quick death. It was hurting that bad. And I was throwing up because the pain was so bad and it was making me so nauseous. It was terrible. But I had to catch a flight at 10 a.m. and I'm not sleeping, and I'm, basically passing out on the floor of the bathroom after I throw up every time because of the kidney stones. But make it through the evening, keep popping myself full of whatever pain meds I've got, get to the airport, just chugging water all time, nonstop, get on our first plane. We're heading from Rome to Dublin, and then goodness gracious, all it was Dublin, Indianapolis, and we were home. Land in Dublin. We're on the tarmac, coming in towards the airport. Pilot says, we're going to stop right here, folks. There's been an incident at the airport, and we're just going to stay here until they tell us what to do. So I'm like, incident at the airport. So I open up my phone. I start searching news about Dublin Airport. Sure enough, there's been a bomb scare and a security breach at the Dublin Airport, and they've evacuated the airport. So we only had an hour and a half to catch our next flight. We sat for over 2 hours on the tarmac without moving. Finally, they said, okay, everything's been given the clear. We're going to take you into the terminal. Once you get in there, they'll start telling you about flights. So we're like, okay, if they're waiting for all these, and there's just planes everywhere lined up. So we're like, if they're waiting for all these people to get in before they load up those planes, we're going to be okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be late, but it's going to be fine. So we get in there. We spend the next 2.5 hours going through security check after security check after security check. We showed our passports 4 times in 2.5 hours. And we get to our terminal, and now we're like 3.5, almost 4 hours after when our flight was supposed to take off. And we get there, and we get to our gate, and it says, hey, we're going to start boarding in a half an hour. We're like, fantastic. We're going to get home late, but we're getting home. And then for the next 3 hours, every half an hour, it would say, we're going to begin boarding in 30 minutes. And then 30 minutes would happen. We're going to begin boarding in 30 minutes. Needless to say, about almost 10 p.m. Dublin time, somebody walks out and says, hey, the flight crew who was going to take your flight ran out of hours waiting for your flight to take off. We can't fly your plane out. You can go get your luggage from the luggage area, and you have to go find your own lodging. Because with a bomb scare, we can't, we're not responsible to pay for any of that. and we're not going to put you in lodging. And I'm like, are you effing kidding me? But I was keeping calm because there was a lot of people F-bombing and attacking this person who was announcing. And I was like, can everyone shut up and let him talk so we can at least get our luggage and figure out a plan? But they scared the person to death. They ran down a hall with security. About a half an hour later, they came back surrounded by security and said, we're not doing anything. We'll take you to your luggage, but everything else is on your own. Well, it's now 10:30 at night on Saturday night, Dublin.
Mhm.
We were supposed to be home in Indianapolis at 6 p.m. Saturday night, and there's no hotels within 10 miles of the Dublin airport because they're all sold out. And then there's no flights leaving until 6 a.m. the next morning. But since they were not on the airline I was choosing, because there was no flights going out that next day on that airline, I had to pay $3,000 to fly home for me and Lori.
Wow.
And instead of flying directly to Indianapolis from Dublin, which was our initial plan, we left at 6 a.m., flew to Amsterdam. Got to Amsterdam, waited an hour, got on a plane, going to Minneapolis. Got to Minneapolis.
Lovely city.
Lovely. Both of them lovely cities.
Did you see any of the city?
When we flew over them.
Lots of lakes.
Now,
to
I
look
will
at.
say this. Amsterdam Airport, fantastic. Dublin Airport, crap hole. Just
Okay.
don't go through Dublin Airport anymore. I'm giving some PSAs to people out there. If you get a chance to connect in Dublin, unless you have to go to Dublin, bypass that. Go somewhere else. Amsterdam Airport, my gosh, it was like a little bit of heaven on earth. Clean, nice, beautiful, tons of great restaurants and food, all that kind of jazz. But here I am still battling kidney stones, by the way, all this time. So I'm needing to pee like every half an hour.
Mhm.
And it's painful. So that's fun. And before we even left for Amsterdam, Lori and I took bunches of dirty clothes out of our bags, laid them on the floor, and used them as a bed.
Mm-hmm.
I slept for about an hour
Very
and a half.
resourceful.
Yes, thank you. I took a shower. It's gonna, Joe will kick you off if I log on. Huh, yes, I know. It's okay. Anyway, yeah. So I took a shower in the bathroom, meaning I went in the bathroom when nobody else was in there. Basically stripped down to nothing, used the sink, cleaned my entire body,
Fantastic.
changed clothes, and then said, okay, let's go get on this flight. And yeah, I think it will. D-Doc wants to know if it'll kick me off. It probably will. So D-Doc, go ahead and log on. You're good. And if it kicks me off, I got another link. I can hop right on. So I think D-Doc's going to log on real quick.
That's an experience.
Yeah. Sleeping on the floor, kidney stones, eating food out of the only convenience store available in Dublin Airport. Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. And but it made me and Lori closer because I thought, okay, this is going to make her either kill me, divorce me, or we're going to get closer. We battled through it together. It was fine. It was an experience. Finally got home Sunday night, like 6 or 7 p.m. instead of Saturday night. Yeah, the airline said because there was a bomb threat at Dublin, they're not giving me any money back on the flight that I missed going home. So fortunately, I have travel insurance. I'm still waiting for feedback from them, but I mean, I spent about an extra, $4,000 that I didn't need to spend in one weekend. So hopefully they'll help a brother out a little bit. Don't know, but
I wouldn't
You
count
get
on
that
it.
back in Vegas.
yeah, I'll make that back at the slots. Yeah, we'll be good. And then all that being said, the very next week, I get back, work's crazy, life's crazy, everything's going on. And then my good friend Ryan Massengale is getting married the Saturday after I get back, and I'm the one performing the ceremony, still battling the kidney stone problem. And yeah, so I got ordained. I became, short-term minister here, and then I married
How long did
my
the test take? How long did the test take for you to get ordained?
not long at all.
Yeah.
Moments, you know. So, are you alive? Yes. Are you a person? Yes. You know. Have you ever committed a major felony? No. Okay, there you go.
There you go.
You're a minister.
Here's your clergy.
Yeah. D-Doc, why were you sending messages and then not showing up?
Because he doesn't want to kick you off.
I told him to kick me off and I'll hop back on. He's obviously listening or watching. I'm telling him to log in. Yeah. So I then did that. And you know what? There's about 150 people at the wedding. It went swimmingly.
Have you had, at this point from the wedding, prior
Yeah.
to the wedding, have you gone to the doctor for your kidney stones?
No. So last
There-
week after the wedding, I went to the doctor, blood work, urine work, all that stuff. Guess what? It's all come back clear. Now I have passed a kidney stone since then.
Oh
That
my God.
that was not fun at all. But today I had to go get a CAT scan on it because the pain in my back, in my kidney areas, is still persisting.
Yeah.
So
The back pain was the worst.
yeah,
I don't know. The back pain was really bad. I never passed mine.
There you go. Joe has been kicked
It's
off.
it's all good. How's D-Doc doing? Let's roll with it until he gets back in.
I'm doing good.
What's new in the Star Wars world with D-Doc? What have you done this week?
Honestly, I just got home, shoved a bunch of food down my throat, got a shower, and now I have the Phillies game on. And right when I tuned into you guys, the Phillies started smashing the shit out of the ball.
There you
So-
go.
So that's why you're on. It has nothing to do with us talking.
No,
now-
I knew
It's now the
that
superstition.
I knew that I needed to get on here tonight. Any other night, I would not. The Phillies are down 0-2. I worked till like whatever time I told you guys I was leaving. I'm telling you, I just ate my dinner so fast and showered to get all this crap out of my hair because I was tiling. Just my hair is just dusty as hell. Right when I tuned into you guys, the Phillies just started hitting, and now it's 3-1. So we just scored 3 runs right when I tuned into you guys, and I heard Joe's whole story. And Joe is a warrior. I'm going to say, absolute warrior. That's crazy, Joe. That there was a bomb threat though, and then you had to buy a new ticket.
yeah. It was a little nuts. Am I on? Am I here?
Yes,
You're
you
Yeah,
are.
you're here.
Okay. Wasn't sure. Yeah. It was an adventure. I mean, and that's cool. That's what I want. I want adventures. I want challenges. Brent, man, you were doing some great artwork there.
Yeah, that's really good.
Fantastic. But yeah, I'm glad you got to hear. I wanted to share it because yeah, it was crazy, and it's not like any people get worse stuff than all that, but it was just one of those things, and it's a learning lesson, and we're already planning our next trip. We've got some people who want to go with us, and we're planning some different locations.
Are you sure they want to go with you after hearing that story?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we flew back on KLM, which is a
Mhm.
sister company of Delta.
Okay.
And I can tell you this, KLM, there are some BMFs right there. KLM, the people were great. The planes were great. The drinks and the food and everything were top shelf. I mean, I was like, dude, you won me over as a customer, even though I just spent an arm and a leg to get on this flight with you. They were phenomenal. So I'm gonna definitely look at some things with them in the future because they were fantastic.
So Joe, was it one of those scenes like you see online where you said when the person was like, "Yeah, this flight isn't happening," and people were screaming at them, like one of those where you'll just see like a viral video of like
Mm-hmm.
the airport person essentially getting attacked?
Yeah, and it was probably a girl, probably 24, 25 years old. Petite little blonde-haired girl, sweet, nice young lady. But I saw her coming because I was up near the desk, and I saw her coming through the back gate, getting ready to come in. And I was like, "Hey, everybody, there's somebody coming. Let's keep calm. Let's find out what's going on." And as soon as she said that, just I was looking at him like, guys, she doesn't fly the planes. Her boss tells her what to do. She's a 20 some odd year old kid. Just listen so we can figure out the next step. And people were just being terrible. Like I said, she came back fully surrounded with security, and they were like, "Hey, you're either going to listen to this or you're not going anywhere." And people were taking notice at that time. But
I don't
it
know
was
what
crazy.
it is about airplanes and airports that if someone's crazy, the crazy is going to come out there.
Yeah. And
And
what's great? Go ahead.
literally one of the worst places for the crazy to come out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much stress, and it's so subconscious. People get nervous about flying, and it just the subconscious nervousness hits. And then everyone was probably with yours was just as pissed as you
Oh, yeah.
were.
Oh yeah. You know, you're right. It's what you choose and how you choose to do it. I mean, like our luggage was now on the other side of the airport, being thrown up on the bins, right, for you to go get. So I looked at Lori and I said, "Open your phone, go to Travelocity, go to Kayak, go whatever you can go. Find the quickest thing that'll leave that will get us home. I don't even care about the price right now. Just find it." And I said, "And I'm going to go fight these people to get my luggage." And when I got to the luggage area, thousands of people around 6 different luggage roundabouts, right? Now, it wasn't so bad that they were there, but because some luggage had been going around that wheel for 6 to 10 hours and nobody had picked it up, it people just started piling it up in between the luggage areas, and people were fighting, people were cussing each other out, people were going after the people who were working in the luggage area. And I'm like, "Lori, go find a spot, go find a corner, just get away from everybody.
Right.
I'm going to go dive in the middle of this." And so she did that. She was booking flights while I was searching for that. I saw guys and their girls just going after each other, yelling, screaming, cussing each other out. And I was like, "Guys, I just want to get my luggage. I just want to get some sleep real quick, and then I want to get on the next plane."
This is like the basis of a zombie apocalypse movie.
Yes, it is.
It
Right.
really was.
It sounds like the Anchorman fight scene, you know?
That escalated
Played
quickly.
it quickly.
Yeah.
Kill the guy.
Yeah.
You might want to lay low for a little while. Yeah. It was. And D-Doc, I'm sorry, Dr. Squatch, Italy outside of that last trip, the flight was fantastic. Loved every minute of it. And I saw some incredible things that, just blew my mind. And I got a Maradona Naples soccer jersey, which is top notch. Like I kind of want to wear it to like fancy things. Hey, you got a suit on, but you got a Maradona jersey on. Yep, I do. It's that cool. So, but yeah, it was an awesome thing, an awesome trip, and man, just glad to be home, but already planning the next trip. So can't wait. So
Did
yeah.
Squatch comment? Because I don't see it on my comment board. Did he put a recent comment on or no?
15 seconds ago. What's up, guys? Joe, how was Italy?
What the heck? All right. Mine's not refreshing.
Yeah. So, and you guys, Alfie, I know you and your wife have traveled a lot before, Disney, things like that. And there's been some very stressful times, right? But Lori was a trooper. And she battled through all of it.
Yeah. My wife actually had to take refuge in a hotel with the National Guard in Cyprus.
During 9/11?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah. So yeah, she's been through some stressful stuff.
Yeah. It's cool. It's all good. Yeah. Hey, D-Doc, did you hear? We're going to figure out a way to get you doing some content work at Alfie's new place. So we're going to look at the dates of the Great Ohio Toy Show, or you're going to come out during the Mando Grogu movie and do some work at Alfie's place so you can put it up on some content up.
I have an idea for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the idea?
turning a Connex into basically a showroom. Do you know what a Connex is?
I don't.
Shipping
That's-
container.
Yes.
I love that idea.
Dude, the shipping container flips, that is a YouTube algorithm that I get sucked into sometimes, is the shipping container flips, because people do some crazy stuff with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have one, and when it's empty, that's what I want to do with it.
Dude, that's freaking awesome. Yeah, I will say though, by time Mando and Grogu comes out, I will have my own new Grogu of my own at my house.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
I forgot.
Oh my gosh, Doc!
Yeah,
Oh my
March 10th is the due date there. So baby number 4 is on the way.
Congrats, sir.
Thank you. But
Yes.
yeah, that's something that's kind of beyond comprehension right now. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I'm excited for you. And
At this point, how is it
tired for
beyond
you.
how is it beyond comprehension? We know how we know how it happens. Right?
Well, no, I'm saying just
You need me to make some diagrams, like some flow charts.
Taylor Swift can sing about it.
yeah, I know. Jeez. That's what I told my wife. I was like, I know Harper likes to listen to the Taylor Swift. I'm like, watch that one song on there. It's like it's essentially talking about like dicks in that song.
Oh yeah, right in the wood, man.
Yeah. I was like, all right, like, you know, I get it. You can do what you want, whatever, but like, yeah. Maybe we don't need 7-year-old girls singing that song.
I don't know. I heard a 7-year-old singer, 7-year-old girl singing "Flow Ridas." Put your lips together and blow real slow. So
Frankie's favorite song is Pink Pony Club. So
Yeah.
That's
I
a
mean-
fun song, though. That's a fun song.
My daughter gets it from her older sister. I mean, she knows all the music that her and her friends listen to.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw a very funny.
What are you going to do? You know, when she hears it.
I saw a very funny clip of Jason and Travis talking, and Jason was like, "All right, like he's like, let's address this." He's like, "A redwood tree." And Jason Kelsey goes, "I'm more of a Japanese maple myself."
wow.
yeah, I watched that. I'm a religious 92%er.
Love it.
Wow.
Yeah,
So it's
but yeah, things will be crazy for me by Mando and Grogu time. I'll have a 2-month-old, God willing.
man.
Mm-hmm.
You need to bring the kids out though, just so they can hang with my grandkids, because I've got a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old, and you know, I think they'd have fun together.
I know. It actually did hit me that, like, for future Disney trips, I'm going to have to pay for 6 people at one point.
It's funny that you're less than a couple months into this and you're already thinking about the next Disney trip.
That I want to join the vacation club. I'm pretty locked into that. I really like going there. They have okay. Sorry, I have the Phillies on at the same time here.
You're allowed to.
They have Disney has other properties, like you know, if you join DVC, like there's other properties and stuff that are part of DVC, so it's not like you necessarily have to go to the parks every year or whatever. So yeah, I don't know, dude. I enjoy going there. We have a good time. It's like I always see these things that talk about taking the kids there while you can, while they're enjoying it, and you know they're young and stuff. So I'm just trying to, I don't know. We have a good time every time we go. It's good family bonding time, create memories. So
Yeah, I can't wait to take Azalea in January. She'll be 7. It'll be perfect time.
Crap. I'm going there in like 2 weeks.
October.
Yeah.
Halloween Horror Nights, baby.
Yeah. I'll be.
Jesus.
which Emily's told me all about, that I'm going to need to have a poncho over me at Universal because the
Mhm.
splatter and the blood and everything else goes everywhere.
Oh, the Universal one. Yeah.
Great.
Joe, are you just going to like Universal and Islands of Adventure, or are you going to get to go to Epic Universe while you're there as well?
Not going to get a chance to go to Epic Universe. We are doing Friday night. We're doing Disney for the not so scary night.
Okay, I did that when I was just on that trip. It's
Okay.
very fun.
And then we're doing the next night, Universal, we're doing the horror thing, which, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So the Disney one is for all ages.
Yes, I'm excited about the Disney
The
one.
Universal one is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So here's one thing I'll say, and I actually recorded a full vlog of the Disney one, Joe, and maybe I'll try to get that edited before you go if you want to see some of the stuff
Yeah.
there. But that Disney one, we went to that Halloween party expecting it just to be like, we got last minute tickets because it was sold out while we were there, and
Mhm.
Meg just happened to check while we were on the bus one day, and we had used the free resort tickets to go to Typhoon Lagoon. So we were at Typhoon Lagoon for like 5 hours. Wound up getting the Halloween party tickets. I've been to the Mickey's Christmas party at Disney
Mhm.
World and the Halloween. I thought the Halloween was possibly better.
Is Jack Skellington involved and things like
Yeah.
that? See, that's my daughter loves that. So,
There is a show where there is a massive animatronic of him that comes out in front of the castle, and it is
Nice.
crazy looking. Like, it
Nice.
looks real. And the parade is so cool. The music for the parade is awesome. It starts off with a huge black Clydesdale with the headless horseman riding the
Ichabod.
horse down the parade route. And it's just like this big horse is just trotting, and the guy's just holding the pumpkin head, like looking around, and it is awesome. So we had a great time at it. It was like kind of one of those, it was a surprise. I went into the Christmas one being like, I'm going to love this. And it was kind of a little crazy,
yeah.
where the Halloween one was like fun. It was just a good time. And there's a ton of candy there as well. So
I'm excited about that. Now, what's funny is we keep going, man, Disney's not making any money on Disney Plus, but I see why they're making money though, because I'm going in 2 weeks. You and Alfie are both going soon, and Dr. Squatch is going in April. So he just put on there he's going in April. So
I might have to refresh because I can't see it.
yeah, I'll keep reading any of the stuff that comes along, but yeah. So I mean, here we are, 4 grown men, and we're going and spending our money at Disney and the Disney parks and everything else. So
There's something to be said for the quality of service that Disney gives you,
Yeah.
regardless of price. There's just so much history there, and just the people that are there just give you such good service every time I've been.
I
Like,
agree.
the only complaint I could have is about the cost of everything. Pretty much anytime I go to those parks.
Brent, you know what that character just reminded me of that you showed? Cade Skywalker
Yep,
from
that's what I was gonna say.
his dad. Wasn't it look like his dad or Cade, one of those two in the
Mhm.
comic book? Yeah, that was a good.
What was that?
Legacy, Star Wars Legacy.
Yeah, all I could think was Infinities, but yeah, Legacy.
Yeah. No, it really looked good. And for those of you who have not read those comics or whatever, go find them, go track them down.
Very
I think
good.
you can get them on the Marvel app now, right? Like you can, or Dark Horse app, whatever. Yeah, that guy looks like one of those.
I couldn't get his flesh to come out right, so we'll see. I don't know. It's my lights now are washing it out. But anyways, and then here's where the Mando ended.
It's a gorgeous looking Mando.
That's awesome.
Mando Jedi. Hey, I know Brent and I haven't shared the bad news with you guys, but we basically got the boot on trivia. They kicked us out. The guy who did it for years wanted to come back and do it,
Well,
so they kicked me and Brent to the curb.
Ah, that's messed up.
well, I have my theories on that, but we did get kicked to the curb.
I did find a company, Brent. I went to Gilmore Girls trivia with Maddie and
Oh
Greg,
Jesus!
and my wife. There were, now get this, guys. There were 38 tables. Most of them had 6 to 8 people at the table. We were doing Gilmore Girls trivia. I've watched, I don't know, maybe a quarter of the Gilmore Girls because Maddie always wanted to watch them. Maddie's watched all the seasons, which I think there's 6 or 7, multiple times. Maddie said, "Guys, I just wanted you here for moral support. I'm going to do this." And we are like, "Okay." She finished in third
Wow,
by herself
Nice.
against 38 tables.
that is wild.
I mean, it was crazy. If we could have chipped in at all and helped and known anything, she would. Should have taken it home. But yeah, coming third on all those people. But Brent, I did talk to the 2 ladies who run it
Yeah,
because one of them I knew from Roncalli. She's a real sweet lady, and I told her, I was like, because they do mostly like female parties and like things related to what ladies want to do on a ladies' night for trivia. So
yeah.
I let her know that you and I would be more than happy to take over more of the locker room heavy or sports or movie kind of genres to do that. So in case we get that call, I'll let you
All
know.
right, I'm all for it.
Yeah, it was a fun part of the fall and winter that got taken away from us. It's all right. It's all right. We'll find other gigs. So D-Duck, you finished up a bathroom tonight.
Well, I finished tiling the shower.
Okay.
This was the first time I ever did. The tiles are 2 foot by 4 foot tiles. So physically, I'm tired from it because it was hard because the boxes, like all the designs are different on them, and you don't want to just throw those tiles in. So I had to just find the right way to line all of them up. Which, yeah, I definitely got a good workout. I've lost 5 pounds since I started this bathroom. But
Those look like some pretty hefty tiles.
yeah, they only come in 2-packs, the boxes, which I'm pissed because I gave an overestimate on the square footage. There's 6 extra boxes of the tile, which is $600 essentially of
Wow.
overspending,
waste,
which I'm
right.
going to be returning them tomorrow, luckily. But the problem is this shower I did is so big, and they didn't know what size they wanted to go with it. So I gave them the square footage for the whole space because I'm like, we don't want to not have enough tile. But they wound up going with a 5-foot base where they technically could have went with a 8-foot shower when we did it. So the other tiles would have been used, but yeah.
So I mentioned to Lori before we hopped on the podcast, I was like, yeah, D-Doc's finishing up a big shower job and bathroom job that he's working on right now. And he just sent us some pictures. She said, that D-Doc, he's a real man's man, isn't he? A real manly kind of man. And I go, what does that mean? She goes, well, I mean, each of you have your own skills and talents, but I don't really see you working on a bathroom or a shower and like using tools. And I was like, no, I wouldn't be. It's like there's people like D-Doc for that.
Yeah, no, it's not for everyone. Yeah.
Man's man.
So I guess I'm not a man's man.
Am I still a man's man if I was listening to K-pop Demon Hunters while I'm playing my phone?
I'm downloading that shit right now. I don't care.
It's good.
You guys have been talking about it too much.
I was gonna say it's catchy, man. Like
I'm downloading
and I'm listening
T-Swizzle
to,
and K-pop Bounty Hunters.
Yeah, Broadway show tunes and K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
That's our Halloween outfit this year. That's how
Demon Hunter?
popular it is in our house. Yes.
That's the Halloween outfit in mine as well, Alfie. Harper and Addison are both dressing up as it.
Oh, you just
Yeah. That's the one.
It's a good
Takedown.
soundtrack, though.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to download this. Non-manly man's gonna download all this shit. So
Speaking of manly men, Schwarber hit a 455 bomb an inning ago. So
wow,
Used to be a Cub.
we could not bring that up, please.
I came into this 0 for 8, and he was in 0 for like 23 or 22 going into the regular season, and he broke that drought with a 455er. So he's up to bat again right now. Phillies are up 3-1 for anyone keeping score at home.
Hey, Cubbies win today. Phillies are
Go
leading.
Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go!
Ah,
Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
There's something about playoff baseball though that makes me
Mm.
psychotic. It makes me crazy. Like it's like I'm telling you,
every pitch.
if this was like game 2 and it was 0-1, I'd probably be like, I might not be able to do it tonight, guys. But we're 0-2. I'm like, I need the power of the force on my side. Something needs to be switched up.
Love it. And Dr. Squad Schwarber is a great man, and he should have stayed in Chicago. I don't understand our management, but it's another story for another time. My wife has 3 Kyle Schwarber shirts. That's how much she loves Schwarber.
What's weird though is Schwarber went to the Nationals and the Red Sox before he went to the Phillies, right? So he like bounced around a little bit after the Cubs and then found his way to the Phillies.
Yeah, well, he can hit. That's all there is to it. The guy can hit. His swing is gorgeous, and everybody's putting money on that because he went to IU and because he grew up in Cincinnati that he's going to play for the Reds next year.
I'm not taking that shit. He's signing back with us. I will not take that. Part of my French, but
while we do have the whole group here together, I cannot believe that Aaron Rodgers is still standing up and not in concussion protocol. That's fantastic. Two, I was going to say, D-Duck, your son crying because the Eagles lost. Wow. That was a great story.
He is not used to losing, I've learned. Which he did not have a good night's sleep the night before, which he was definitely a little tired, but it was, that game, there was a lot of bad calls, and I was kind of yelling at the refs in that game, which I'm not a big, blame the refs guy, but, there was just some egregious stuff that happened in that game. And, I felt like he was just devastated, and I was like, it's a regular season game. It's okay. It's okay. Don't start crying now, but, yeah. Eagles haven't lost since that was their first loss since October 20th of last year or something along those lines. So,
yeah, that's a tough one.
D-Doc and I had a battle for the century in fantasy, by the way.
I have beef with our defensive scoring system. I really do. Because my defense let up 10 points and had very similar numbers to yours. Yours let up 25, and you put up 2 more points than my defense did. I'm like, how does this even make sense? Or mine only put up 2 more. I'm like, how does this make sense? You didn't pay any penalties.
I had the same thing in.
Go ahead, Alfie.
I had the same thing in my game this weekend. They had almost similar stats. Whoever I played, defense allowed more points, but they got a fumble. So they had 3 times as many points as I did. But it didn't matter because I still won by 30. So that's all right.
I think this is a good thing for everyone to understand, is that it doesn't always work the way you want it to. Because last year my team was one of the best teams. I didn't change that much. And this year my team is one of the worst teams. It's just how the ball bounces. Just how it goes. I mean, of course I beat Lori, which is the one person I really probably didn't and shouldn't needed to have beaten. She was not happy about that.
Did not go over well at home.
No. She was cussing out my players while watching the game. It was funny. I'm just like, honey, I don't control these people. I don't even know them. I mean, you want me to spit people on the bench? I'll do it. Come on. Yeah.
I got lucky this week with the 4 running backs. I think they all scored over 25.
That's awesome.
It's a good
I just
plan.
had a bad sports weekend. It was like Eagles lost, Phillies go down to 0-2. And then I'm in 2 fantasy football leagues, and I lost both of them on Monday Night Football by like 2
Mm.
points in each league. And I'm just like, something's got to give here, man. I'm like, this is just like loss after loss right now. But sometimes the losses come in bunches. You just move on. You just pick your head up and move along.
You do. You just got to roll with it. So, I today the Cubs were down 0-2. Today before the game, I went and grabbed this baseball. One of the games that Joey played baseball in high school. Yeah, like he got a game ball. I've had it ever since. I took it out and I sat here the whole game, hold the ball, smacking around. Cubs win. It's like, well, got to
Looks
run
like
with
I
this.
know where you're going to be next game tomorrow.
Running with this. Yep, gonna be right in my pocket, ready to go.
Yes.
Keeping you warm all night for tomorrow.
Love it.
Yeah. All right. Anything else going on with you guys? D-Doc, we talked a little bit about Visions, Legos, Ahsoka 2, which, by the way, you posted about Legos. I told these guys I had to run to Target with Lori after work anyway. We ran in. Every Star Wars Lego that was on sale, the shelf was empty.
Damn.
Everyone that was regular price, full, front to back. But on sale, even if they were off like $15, gone. All of them.
Yeah, there's some really good deals out there, which I've seen. There's still some in stock, which I've been busy with. I have not been over there to get it because I actually got a payment for the job I'm doing too, where it's like I actually could afford to buy one Lego probably. And yeah, I haven't gotten any of them, but I figured it's going to be that. I mean, the deals are great. The Invisible Hand is like $30 or something like that.
Gone.
You know what's funny is I saw them advertising the Tantive 4 as like around $30 as well, and I'm like, me and Joe got it for cheaper than that like a couple months ago. I owe you for that deal. So there's some that I'm surprised aren't involved in these deals. I'm surprised some of the new wave isn't because people aren't buying the new wave. So yeah, I don't know. I definitely have my eye out there on some of them though, but. One I will not be buying will be that $100 X-Wing. That looks like a little stubby.
Crap. The one thing that was on sale that was still there, the Ewok that's usually $129 was on sale for $90.
Yes.
And there were still one or two there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of money off, but
that is a decent sized figure too. That is like it stands pretty tall. Like people do like that one. That is technically newer as well. But
yeah. Lori wants the Star Wars in the yellow letters. I was like, I don't think anybody will buy it. And she was like, no, I kind of want that one. She goes, I want it to say Star Wars, put it on the shelf. I said, okay. But I haven't seen it go on sale anywhere. So I'm not paying full price.
yeah, I think that's $50 on this sale right now, but that might have been an online because Target does the.
Uh-oh. Philly's got something going on.
Just a great play at third base by Bohm. He freaking went. The ball was probably at least 10 feet in the air, and he somehow snagged it on third base. Just a great play. Unbelievable play, actually. I usually crush him constantly every single game. So good job, Bohm. Yeah, I think it's an online only deal though, Joe. If you look at the logo, it's so stupid. It's like you can go online and set an order for pickup and they'll have a deal there. But then if you go in store, it's technically not. Like there's other deals on their app. So
yeah, that was so frustrating because when I was trying to get that IG-11 in Grogu, that was online for like $7, but still $35 in the store. They wouldn't honor that. But if I ordered it, I even asked the person, I was like, so if I go out in the parking lot and order this online, where does it come from? She's like, well, I walk over there and get it.
Oh, mother frick.
Why can't you just do that?
Yes, it's like, what world are we living in right now? Like, why does this make any sense whatsoever?
It doesn't. And my wife, she looks at that stuff on grocery stuff, and she'll be like, oh, I've got an online thing to buy this box of cereal. It's usually $5 for 250, right? And they won't let you buy it for 250 in the store. You have to order the box of cereal to be picked up. She's done it. She's gone in, shopped, gone out in her car, ordered everything that was not like that, and had them deliver it out to her car. It's like crazy.
Which costs more money because the person has to like go get it and then ring it up and do all these extra steps.
Yeah,
Right.
it's absolutely crazy. It really is.
It's
I-
like digital games. How is a digital copy of an Xbox game the same price as a physical copy?
Correct. No
Makes no
way, no
sense.
how.
It's weird. It's very weird. My Instagram algorithm recently has gone into like a huge AI rush. Like there's this new app where there's all these AI videos, and it's like I was saying, I think the other night I was scrolling Instagram and 50% of what I was seeing wasn't real. And
That I can believe.
I'm like, what is this going to do for people as that becomes more prevalent? Are people going to stop watching all of it? Sure, it's fun for certain things, but it's like it's not all I want to see. Like,
I did hear that. I think Twitter. I don't know if anything else, but Twitter's going to allow you to start. Maybe even Facebook is going to start saying, "I don't want to see this reel anymore. Or I don't want to see stuff like this anymore." Is that
Mhm.
right, Alfie? One of them is.
I don't know, but I did notice on X today that quite a few times on my timeline it said, "Do you enjoy what you're seeing? Yes or
Okay.
no?"
Well, that would
Interesting.
help.
Yeah, because I wonder if they're going to give a setting where it's like you can just turn AI videos off.
That would be weird. I don't know how they do it, but I'm sure it can be done, or if they wanted to. But yeah, I start seeing you guys are probably the same way. Whether it's Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, a lot of crap comes up where I'm like, I don't follow any of this. I don't know what this is, but it keeps going onto my feed or reels or whatever.
Mm.
It's like a full time job clearing all that stuff off.
Yeah, it really is. It's crazy.
I don't know. I kind of like the AI girls with great racks myself. I mean, I understand it's not real, but I'm still not going to say no to it.
Understood. Understood.
I love it.
Is there anything else Star Wars? I know I briefly went over some things before D-Dot going on. Is there anything else Star Wars going on that we can cover that we know about Maul, we know about Ahsoka, we know about Visions, Lego on Disney Plus, which none of us have watched, Mando and Grogu. Is there anything else you guys can think of that we're not hitting on or thinking about? Go ahead, D-Dot.
Now, you guys probably already hit on it, and this has to do with Ahsoka too, and it has to do with that screenshot that I sent you guys. But I really feel like Ezra's going to play a huge role in this season with the actor like posting that who played him. Because Alfie, you know how you sent me the picture of Ezra standing on the balcony looking out.
Mhm.
So that picture that the actor shared, it transitioned from Ezra into him standing on that. So he actually was trying to pay homage to that
Right.
photo that you sent. And it seems to me like he's like, it seems to me where he's like, I put a lot of work in, and I'm trying to be true to everything. And I really think it was where I'm like, I feel like they're going to kind of have an undercover banger coming with Ahsoka season 2. I guess I can't say undercover, but like, I don't know. I feel like some people have been lulled to sleep with Star Wars TV, and I think Ahsoka 2 is going to bring the heat as far as the storytelling and visuals go, because he seemed like he was really happy with whatever they've done filming wise.
They're bringing enough
Ahsoka's-
people in, that's for sure.
Yeah, Ahsoka season 1 was kind of mid to low as far as the people amount that watched it. So I don't know. Has enough damage been done? I mean, does anyone really watch besides the hardcore watch Disney Plus anymore? I don't really know. Does it have in does it still have legs? I don't know.
I don't know that I
I
really
want it to
watch
be
it a
really
lot.
good. Yeah, I don't. Uh, I stopped watching Marvel a long time ago.
Yeah.
When new Star Wars stuff comes out, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch Ahsoka season 2, and I hope it's successful. I want the story to progress. I really hope we get some of this Heir to the Empire stuff in here. You know, uh, I'm interested to see how they separate this from the canon so far. Like, if this is going to be some big galactic event, how are the original trilogy characters not involved? How is the New Republic not involved?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I hope it goes. I hope the story keeps on going a little bit, and we finally get this all to kind of wrap up eventually into a big story.
I think you mentioned it that Akbar is going to be involved in the
That
next.
that's what Filoni himself said, was that you can't have Thrawn without a rival, and the only rival would be Akbar.
And like you said, well, if Akbar is going to be involved and be a rival to Thrawn, then don't the big three need to be
Right.
involved?
You think Akbar's just going to say, "Hey, I'm going to sit the A team down on this one"? I don't think so.
I don't know.
And you know what? If they cancel some stuff out, do I really care? No, because all that stuff is crap anyway. I'm just going to go out and say it. It's all junk what they tried to do with the sequel trilogy and the lead up and all that stuff. Nobody paid any attention to any of those books. Nobody cares. Rewrite it. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Okay.
Just saying.
I did, because I was so excited before Force Awakens and after Force Awakens. I read pretty much every novel that came out that was supposed to be a lead into or to bridge you over to the next movie, right?
Right.
Not one of them told a story. It was basically like, we're going to keep you captivated for 200 pages, and
It
it's just going to
it
talk about
talks
things.
around everything.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah. It gives you hints of what happened, but it never actually says what happens. It just
Correct.
talks around it.
And it brought in characters that never made it to the
You're
movies.
asking about right.
Yeah.
You're asking about Star Wars stuff that we haven't talked about. There's another goddamn Kylo Ren comic book series that's coming out either this week or soon. Let's try again to try to fill in some of this backstory to make him a better character, which honestly, he's like the best character from the sequel trilogy, but they fumbled his story so much that they're continually trying to build upon it to make it better.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to really build his legacy off of writing comic book stories, because that's like a very small percentage of your audience is actually going to read those.
Yep.
Right.
What did
Clone Wars got lucky in making the prequels better? You're not going to be able to do that every single time with everything that you create.
No, I'd like them to give it a try, but I don't think they're going to give it a try.
No. That's why I think this whole Mara Jade and Starfighter thing, I'm not going to say it can't happen, because why wouldn't you?
It's got legs.
Inject something back in. Yeah. Get people excited about this thing again. And that's pretty much, you can't come up with an original story. You've tried and tried and tried, and it all sucks. So, you know what? Throw a Hail Mary.
Hey, Brent made me a Count Dooku fan. I'm going to make Brent a Mara Jade fan. Such class. Such beauty.
Yeah.
the stars align for the story that Alfie pitched that someone definitely listened to, because that Brent, that article was like, it really was like interesting to see that released the next day. And it kind of even went in order as to what Alfie was saying theory wise.
That was great.
It's easy. It's like, why do you make it so hard? It writes itself. And you don't even have to say that he thinks she's dead. Maybe they had ideological differences.
Yeah.
Maybe she ran off with the kid and he never knew about it because she saw the darkness in him. Man, see how you just keep this thing rolling? And these are all good ideas. Not, hey, I stood over my nephew and thought about killing him in his sleep.
I mean, who hasn't?
Like, can
thought
you
like
imagine
that?
being a person that pitched that and people went along with it? Like, yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah, that's exactly what Luke Skywalker would do. He'd kill his nephew in his sleep. No, it's terrible. Like, how do you get? I don't understand how people get shit like this made.
I don't either.
It's like this stupid Halo series. I hate to bring it back, but who in God's name pitched this series and was like, you know what? Everyone loves Master Chief. What if we made a series and he's not Master Chief? People will love that shit. They'll eat it up.
Well,
Who thinks that's a good idea?
I never watched that show, Alfie, because Halo is the reason I switched. I wound up buying an Xbox. I loved Halo. And I was late on starting that show, and I saw someone say, like, 2 episodes in, Master Chief took his helmet off, and like there's no mystery to his character at all. Which, like, one of the best parts about Halo is like Master Chief like never takes his helmet off. You don't know anything about him really. And like they were just like, we're getting rid of that mystery
He takes
right
his
away.
whole armor off.
Yeah.
Not only does he take his helmet off, he doesn't even wear the armor in the show.
Yeah, they said it's
What's the
not
point?
true. I've heard it's not true to like the game and everything. Where I'm just like, all right, I don't need to watch that. I mean, look at The Witcher. The Witcher is coming back for season 4, and Henry Cavill is out of it. And I thought they were going to rework the story into another Witcher like character, but it's just Liam. What's his name? Thor's brother.
Yeah,
Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah. Hemsworth.
All of the original cast is still there, but Henry Cavill or Cavill, he left because he did not like that he was a fan of The Witcher, and he said the writers of this show are not following the books or the storylines. I'm done with this show. So like he didn't agree with the writing of it because they weren't staying true to the lore of it. He's like, I'm out on this. And he was all about doing that role. So at least that's what I've read. Those are rumors that I've read. They may not be true.
I've read the same thing.
But
I read the same thing.
I've read that he's said to the show writers, like, you guys are changing everything for absolutely no reason. And like, I'm done with this. And now he's writing his own show. He's writing a Warhammer show.
Nice.
Sometimes I get on this podcast and I feel like you guys are speaking Greek.
It's all relevant though. It's the same thing. It's the same issues as what Star Wars has. Instead of, we don't want fan service. Okay, we don't want things just to be that way because it's gonna make us happy and warm and fuzzy. But at the same time, you don't want somebody to just take an axe to it just for the simple idea of, I know more than you do.
Yep.
So I think this is what people want. Think of it's the formula for every Marvel show. That's why they all got so boring. Oh, let's not make a Punisher show. What if our whole premise is, who is the Punisher? And he's not the Punisher, except for like the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes. Who wants to watch the crap? It's the same formula for every show. It's just boring.
You know, it's funny. I was listening to Rebel Force Radio and Jimmy Mack was talking about the Fantastic Four, and he said the same thing about them. He was, and I enjoyed that movie. I did. But he was like, who the heck wants to watch Fantastic Four? They failed making Fantastic Four for the last 2 decades, 3 decades. He goes, why do we keep coming back with the
Right.
Fantastic Four? And I was like, I don't know. This one was okay. I mean, it was all right. So, but you're
I
right. I
mean,
mean,
it's all okay. I mean, it could always be a lot worse, but at the same time, why do we have to settle for everything to just be okay? Why pump all this money and time and effort into projects that are just okay? I guess that's what people like. Am I the only person that doesn't like stuff like that? Is that what like you guys like to watch shows that like you don't have to watch? Because that fucking drives me insane. I feel like
no,
every streaming series and movie is like shit that you can just put on in the background and fold laundry or do whatever. And
no,
every like 45 minutes, you're like, "Ooh, yeah, something's going on here. We got to pay attention."
no,
'Cause
because
I feel like that's the way everything in media is.
I love slow horses, and I have to pay attention to every minute of every episode to know what's going on. And now I'm watching Black Rabbit, and I feel like I have to watch every moment and every second of that show to know what's going on. Like Ozark, I mean, you had to pay attention to who's that, what are they doing,
Yeah.
what's the deal going on, and so there are shows out there. I don't know that I feel like you have to watch. It can't be background shows. It's got to be something you've got to be focused on.
I want to check out the House of Guinness show. I haven't seen any reviews of that yet, but I loved Peaky Blinders. I felt like that was good television. Like I get what Alfie's saying. It's like I don't know. I feel like something's been missed. I think streaming just blew up, and I think that people are just trying to make all the shows that people want to watch, and some of them are just lower quality. It's
I try to watch the stuff that you guys recommend, and like I keep saying, maybe it's just me, but I cannot stand this stuff. It's so boring, and I don't need a Halo show that's like a level of the video game where it's just blow everything up. I'm not saying that. It's just everything is so slow and boring and monotonous, and it's like it just follows the same pattern.
I'm presently rewatching Ted Lasso for the probably fourth time. I'm on the third season again, and I, I keep
That
finding little things in that I
it was
keep going. I
okay.
miss that, and I like it. So
And I get it. Like, there's things that we like, and it's going to make everything seem better. I mean, I like The Office, but I could also see how somebody could watch The Office and think it's like extremely boring. But I think there's been so many shows that tried to be like The Office or Parks and Rec that it kind of muddles the way that we think about the original. Does that make sense? I
yes,
don't know.
I know
Or
what you mean.
makes it seem better because
Well,
there's been so many poor imitations to where now we're back to let's make a new Office, but it's the same. I don't know.
except it's about a newspaper instead of The Office.
Right.
But we're gonna have
Yeah.
Oscar in it and like some shout outs to the characters, but it's
Right.
not The Office.
And then we're gonna have an all-female Office show, and it's gonna be great. And it's just the same stuff over and over again. We're gonna make Ocean's 27. Like I said today, it's just God. It's just so awful. I really feel like I connect so much with the South Park episode where you found out that Stan was an alcoholic because everything just is shit, and that's the only way to like enjoy stuff. And I'm not trying to say that's the right approach to it. I'm just saying it's a metaphor.
So I read something that was saying that all these billionaire businessmen are buying the film companies and everything, where it's like the heads of these major film companies are no longer guys who are like film guys. They're like money guys, and they're just like, hey, let's make this. Like, it's like that Oceans movie. I think it said it was going to be from Amazon, where it's like, I mean, look at the Lord of the Rings show. Like Jeff Bezos was like, I love Lord of the Rings. I'm buying it for billions of dollars, and I'm going to make my own show. The show sucks. Like, and I love Lord of the Rings. Like something would just have to be mildly good if it's related to Lord of the Rings. Related to Lord of the Rings for me, and I couldn't after the first season. I'm like, I can't watch the show anymore.
I couldn't watch that show at work and get paid to watch it. It was so awful.
Yeah. So
Brent, you're taking all this in. Thoughts?
No,
Brent's
that's
always entertained, and I love that about him because I wish I could be that way. It's
I
not a
mean,
knock. I'm just saying it's a different perspective, and I can't have that perspective.
so to go to Halo, I had no preconceived notion of Halo. My introduction to Halo was the show. I knew
Oh,
everything about
you poor soul.
I knew everything about how everyone hated it because it wasn't true to Halo. That was lost on me. I was introduced to Halo through this show, and now there is a tabletop game that plays like the video game. So there is a Halo tabletop miniature game that I would not have interested in at all if it wasn't for that TV show that I watched.
And I planned on you having that take. So I tried to be objective about it. Is this why there's this minority of people that think The Last Jedi is the greatest fucking movie ever? Because they never saw Star Wars before that?
Probably.
And
That was their first or second introduction to the Star Wars world. It was cerebral in their minds, and it was to them good because of it being that cerebral, and that was their introduction.
And as Brent's pointed out multiple times, if you are coming into Star Wars and you watch your first introduction to Star Wars is Force Awakens or Last Jedi, and you've never read a book and you've never read a comic, and you're at an age where you're looking for something to root for a hero or see a storyline, they're going to look at that and say, hey, that works for me. Well, you heard Ryan McGee in his show that you guys did with him. His daughter lives for the sequel trilogy and loves Rey. And, that's her Luke Skywalker kind of like when we grew up. And so I can see it. And I think it's what allows us to all work well on this show. And it allows, if people would get their heads out of their asses and stop being so mean and angry to people, that's what makes the world go round. To have it to where we all have different teams we root for. We all have different foods that are our favorite. We all have different movies and genres that are our favorite. Music that's our favorite. I mean, I could not listen to certain kinds of music at all. And that's okay. Because there's music that I love that probably somebody else is going, that's trash. I couldn't listen to that if you paid me. And that's all right. I mean, to each his own. But the big part about it is being able to have an open discussion about it and say why you like something, why you don't like something, and keep moving on. I mean, we each have our thing. So I'm okay with it.
I mean, it's the difference between Andor and Mandalorian as well. Like, Mandalorian season 1 caught lightning in a bottle because they brought out Grogu at the end of the first episode and hooked people in, but it was also became a cool character. Whereas the middle-aged person now likes to have that cerebral show where they like the political intrigue and the back and forth. So they enjoyed the Andor because they're in their 20s and 30s, early 40s. And that was the type of show that they were interested in. They weren't interested in like the adventure because Mandalorian was more that adventure.
I agree. I want to find something for me. When I find something that I say, hey, I can watch this, and then you know what? Sometime I want to go back and rewatch it again. That to me is all good. There's Star Wars stuff where I'm like, I'm probably never going to watch that again. I saw it. Maybe I'll watch it to make sure I didn't miss something, and then it's on the shelf, right? I don't need to watch it again. But
Yeah.
there's some stuff that every time it comes on, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I need to get on my rewatch with some of the shows. For me, it's just still constantly prequels and original trilogy, I'll watch them probably at least once or twice a year, like the movies. I'll try to at least go through them at least once a year, and it still feels new every time I watch them. It just still sucks you in. So I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. The rewatchable is the key word. There's not a whole lot of rewatchable stuff out there nowadays, but it's also because there's constantly being something new shoved down your throat. Like it's always what's the newest, biggest, best thing.
If you can take some of the biggest franchises in the American part of the world, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, I don't know, just other things like that you can make that is a top well-known product to where people don't feel like it's something they want to rewatch again. That's kind of crazy because I mean, I can still watch Scooby-Doo over and over again, and that came out in 1969. So, I mean,
I've tried it one time, and
Scooby-Doo.
no, I think it's if not the best comic book movie ever. It's definitely in the running for really great movie. Is The Dark Knight. I think that movie is insanely unwatchable.
Oh,
Even as great as it is, I tried watching it again. I thought that was the longest. It's Godfather 2. Long, boring, just unwatchable.
I hard disagree there, but it's okay.
Everything in that movie is great. Writing, directing, acting, dialogue, sets, cinematography, music, everything's great. You couldn't pay me to watch it. It's so long and it's so boring. I'd rather watch Batman Begins.
I was working at Sesame Place the year that came out, and I was in I was working for like the art department where caricatures was in the umbrella of my company. Everybody at Caricature Stand wanted to be painted as the Joker that year. I remember it was just like,
it's great. He played a great part. I'm not saying that's a bad movie. That is a great movie. Like I said, as far as comic books go, it's at the top and it's in consideration for being a top movie. But to me, it's unwatchable. And I feel the same way as about Godfather 2. I'll watch Godfather 1 once a month. I will never watch Godfather 2 again. That's just not enjoyable to me. Same though, it's better in every aspect than Godfather 1.
Joe, they just showed Schwarber on the Cubs hitting a home run over the Budweiser sign in right field at Wrigley. It looked like.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Do you have any salt? I got a cut.
Right here I'm not rubbing it in or anything. It's been long enough. It's been long enough.
Yeah. All right, fellas. I know D-Doc got here later, but we've been going for a couple hours. It's been fantastic to catch up.
I'm worried about this show ending, man. If it's all going to fall apart. We got runners on first and second, no outs. But
what inning are we in?
We're in the top of the seventh. Harper's up to bat. They brought Kershaw in out of the bullpen, and Kershaw let up a hit right away, and then walked Schwarber. So now he's pitching to Harper right now. So I don't know. Kershaw's definitely. I mean, he's on his last year, isn't he? Isn't he retiring?
He's retiring. Yeah. I love it. Somebody's gonna listen to this podcast in a few days and go, "What are they talking about? Kershaw and Schwarber and Harper? That happened days ago." Yes, and we're dating ourselves on the show.
Oh, hopefully I'm in a much better place at that time.
Okay. Well, you got an Eagles game tomorrow night. Anybody got any other topic you want to hit before we break away? Because Big Joe is tired and I got to get up early tomorrow morning.
Nope.
I'm getting old.
I was happy to get on with you guys tonight. I'm either going to have a lot of joy or a lot of pain over the next couple of days, but that's all. Always great to talk Star Wars with you boys.
I agree. Who wants to run it next week? Who wants to run stuff? Do you want me to find a guest? Or you guys want to, depending on if there's any Star Wars news, no go?
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, it's kind of what we do.
Okay. All right. Brent, I will see you very soon. Alfie, we got to connect. I still have some school supplies for
All right.
Azalea here.
Yeah, you had to
And
come watch a basketball game.
yes, I need to get you need to give me a football and basketball schedule so I can catch one of each of those here soon.
All right.
We do that, and then D-Doc, we'll just continue to plan your trip here to work on Alfie's house and bring baby number 4 with you to visit Indiana. Your family needs a family visit to Indiana.
I
That's
know.
what they need.
I know. Right as we're wrapping
Beautiful town.
Schwarber just got picked off at first base. Right as we're wrapping the show up here, I got a terrible feeling about this podcast ending, but we're gonna go with it. We can't go for another 2 hours, so we gotta just ride with it.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
It's all
You
right.
guys can go.
No.
You can sit here and
I-
talk while
no.
while the game's on.
No, we'll wrap it up, and I'll scream at my TV. I just might need to find a baseball like you did, Joe.
That's right.
Because right now this podcast is my baseball. This podcast is my baseball that I found. So
All
I'll
right,
just re-listen to it. I'll turn it on and re-listen to the
Love
beginning
it.
of you guys that I missed.
that sounds like a plan, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for putting up with all the stuff and me being gone. And I know it's crazy with all this stuff. I will be able to do a show before I head down to Disney and Universal with Emily. So next week I'm out, but the following week I'm open. We'll figure out a plan. Brent, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow, Brent. Alfie, give me those schedules. D-Doc, you stop at 4. Just stop at 4. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. Done.
After that, I mean, you get your own basketball team.
I know.
that's-
No. 4 is we're done. We're done at 4.
To everybody who's listened, paid attention, been a part of it, thank you so much, especially Dr. Squatch and Adam Parker. Thank you guys for hopping in there. And until next week, when these guys figure out a plan with Joe on the road again, may the force be